Welcome to Friday morning. That's what we're doing, April 17th. All right, so today we're gonna start off with an 8-minute EMOM. Now in this EMOM, we're gonna be doing a seated strict press. You're gonna be doing 6 right and 6 left, and I suspect this one is going to get spicy very quickly. You can use a kettlebell, a dumbbell, odd object. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on a box. But once we sit down, it makes it so we don't get any of those little cheat lifts and reps, that it is just pure upper body work. Once we complete our 8-minute EMOM, we then have 3 rounds for time of 40 alternating lunges, 30 sit-ups, and 20 alternating snatches. Now, with any of these workouts, you can make these as easy or as hard as you choose. You can go, the object for this one was actually 40 unweighted lunges. If you choose to use a dumbbell, I would use something very lightweight, because remember, if we do the math, that's 120, right? 120. All right, so let's not get crazy here. It has to be movable. You have to be able to get through these. With the 30 sit-ups, definitely use an ab mat or a rolled blanket or something under your back just to prevent the chafing there. You can anchor if you choose. You can go unanchored and maybe add a little bit of weight, but I still want these to be very movable. These are 90 reps today. And the 20 alternating dumbbell snatches, that's 10 each side, alternating the arms back and forth, kettlebell, dumbbell, or odd object. All right. You guys ready to get warm? Make sure that you have whatever you're going to be using for like ab mat or rolled blanket near you, and then what you plan to use for your presses as well, just so we can figure out what we're gonna do. All right, my lovely assistant here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with 2 rounds. We'll be doing 10 repetitions of each movement, starting with 10 jumping jacks. Right after your 10 jumping jacks, you're gonna go right into 10 high knees. Really trying to get those knees above the crease of the hip, into 10 butt kickers. And then right into 10 mountain climbers. And then you're gonna stand up and you're gonna do it all again. Whoop, whoop. 10 jumping jacks. 10 high knees. This is why I have a demo boy. 10 butt kickers. Does such a great job too. Into 10 mountain climbers. All right, everybody stand up and take a nice big deep breath in. Blow it out nice and hard. Now what I'm gonna have you guys do is we're gonna stretch out just a little bit. Now that we got you a little limber, you're gonna go flat to the ground on your chest. From here, we're gonna do 10 scorpions, rotating one foot to the opposite hand. Beautiful scorpions. Not kicking my chair at all. I love it. Once he's done with the 10 scorpions, his hand's gonna come right beside his chest. We're gonna press up into that yoga push-up, keeping the hips down, extending the arms as fully as we can. Then you're gonna pop the hips up and back into a pike position. Now, if you have to, walk your hands back a little bit, because I want you to drive the heels to the ground and just do a 10 count hold there. Walk your hands back out into the plank. You're gonna now bring the left foot out to the left hand. Drop the hips, keep the chest up, and give me 5 hip circles. The hand that is closest to the forward foot is then going to go straight overhead. Have your eyes follow that hand, and then drive the elbow back down into the instep. And then back up, and you're gonna do that 5 times for me. Beautiful. After that 5th repetition, you're then going to drop the back knee. Oh, no, there we go. And then stand up tall, take the arms overhead, stretch it out a little bit. Tuck that glute underneath and just drive everything forward. And then I'm gonna go ahead and have you sit back into that hamstring stretch. Flex the foot, try and grab your toe. Try and grab your toe with the other hand. There we go. Oh, feel that nice stretch in the back. I like that one. And then you're going to walk your hands back out. This time we're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. Bringing the opposite leg forward now, dropping the hips, picking the chest up for 5 hip circles. And then take that same arm closest to the foot overhead. Drive the elbow down as deep as you can. Each time you do this, try and get that elbow a little deeper down to the floor. Nice work. Feeling limber yet? No. After that one, you're then going to drop that back knee, coming up into that Samson stretch. Squeeze the glute, drive that front hip forward, press it out overhead. And then you'll sit back, flex the foot, and grab that toe with the opposite hand. Beautiful. All right, walk your hands back forward or just stand up tall for me. I now want 5 burpees. Full to the ground, all out, 5 burpees. Go, Craig, go. Go, Craig, go. 5 burpees. You're a little slow. 2.
Warm up.
Yeah, but we gotta get some speed in our warm up. There we go. All right, get a nice wide sumo stance, a little bit wider than normal squat stance. We're gonna do 10 lateral lunges. The idea is to send the hips back and over to the side, 5 each side, 10 lateral lunges. Yeah, stretch that out. Get it ready for all the lunges later. Craig is looking nice and warm at this point. After those lateral lunges, bring the feet back together. I'm now going to have you inchworm out. Give me 2 push-ups, and we're going to do that 3 times. Try and keep that nice little walk out. Beautiful chest to the deck. Walk it back in. Stand it up tall. 2 more times. Good work. Beautiful push-ups. Walk it back in. And 1 more time, just for good luck and measure. All right, so now I'm gonna have Craig do 10 alternating forward step lunges, and these are the lunges we'll be doing in the second part of today. Remember, the goal is to drop that knee, so if you want a blanket or something underneath to protect your precious knees, go ahead and do so. Looking for you to stand up tall after each repetition, and make sure that you're not walking a tightrope. Go out about shoulder width apart for stability. Craig is then gonna grab, if he has an ab mat, which we don't have one up here, so he's gonna grab a rolled blanket. And he's going to get his positioning on the floor. This is to fill in the natural curvature of the spine and also to prevent chafing on the tops of our butts. All right, so as we talked about, you can butterfly the feet with 30. I think I would want to keep my hips in play, and when you butterfly, it takes your hips out of the equation. So Craig is going to have his feet flat on the ground. He's going to go all the way back until his shoulders touch, and then he's going to sit up, making sure that his shoulders cross the crease of the hips each and every time. Good. And we're just going to do 10 sit-ups. Those are beautiful. Little core work. All right. Yay! Now we just want to go through some quick snatch progressions. So stand up tall, Craig. Jump it up. All right. Take a couple steps back so your head's not cut off. Grab your object of choice. Kettlebell, dumbbell, odd object. First thing you're going to do is give me 3 deadlifts each side, holding the object down the center of the body, and just deadlift. 3 right, 3 left. You can do this with anything that you can hold. He's then going to come up, and we're going to do 3 deadlift shrug. Remember, when we do that shrug, the idea is just to bring that shoulder up right next to the ear. 3 each side. When we fully take the object overhead, we want the arm to stay right next to the ear so that it's nice and efficient. Out here, not so much fun. And then just make sure that we stand up tall. You're going to change arms each time. And when you do that, you can rotate mid-air, or you can put the object on the ground. But we do need to see if you're using a dumbbell, both heads of it hit the ground each and every time, or the bottom of the kettlebell. So Craig is now going to do 3 snatches on each side, switching arms. There we go. So that way you can see that we need to switch arms every time. There we go. That's what I want to see. There are 20 in the workout. And finally, oh, he's going to show us with the kettlebell too. Kettlebell. If you got a kettlebell, you need to learn to be aggressive. Otherwise, you're going to have it hit here. The more aggressive you are with a kettlebell snatch, the easier and less impact it's going to be on your arm. All right, Craig, have a seat for us. Sit down flat, because we just want to do a quick review of the presses. All right. Don't care how you sit or what you sit on, but what we need to see is you're going to clean the object that you plan to use today up. All right, from here, the range of motion needs to be that you are going to touch the shoulder and then fully extend the arm. You're going to do 6 one side. These are not alternating, so don't do that. 6 presses. Here we go. Each side. I want to make sure that you've made a smart decision in what weight you plan to use today. So after you do 6 on one side, I want you to go ahead and give me 6 on the other side, just to make sure that we're all good. All right. You are now ready to begin your 6-minute EMOM. In that 6 minutes, you have to complete 6 presses right side, then 6 presses left side. I'm sorry, it's 8-minute EMOM. After you complete your 8-minute EMOM, you'll go right into your 3 rounds, 40 alternating lunges, 30 sit-ups, 20 snatches. Don't forget to put your scores in SugarWOD. That's it. Have a great Friday. We'll see you on Saturday.